Hi, welcome to Maria's Fine Wines again. We have a special guest today, George Samios from South Australia. He is the VP for Blass, and he's going to talk about the Blass wine and brought us some samples as well, so we will enjoy.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks for inviting me. It's great to be here. I'm not sure about this snow business. That's a little bit difficult. When I left Australia, it was 37 degrees, and today I'm reliably told it was -6. But what that means is it's good red wine drinking weather.
Right. It is. Yeah.
So it's great to be back in Canada because Blass is an extraordinarily popular brand in Canada, and of course, Yellow Label Cabernet is the biggest selling Cabernet in Canada. But Blass is more than that, and as a man, he has come to Canada many years. He first came to Australia in '61. He started his own brand in '66, and he did a couple of things differently. The first thing was he put colours on the labels. So when people walked into a liquor store in 1970 in Australia, when remember they didn't know a lot about wine, they would remember the wine with the black label on it, or the one with the yellow label, or the one with the red label. They didn't remember the varieties. They may have remembered his name, Blass. I mean, it's interesting, a lot of people don't even know that he is a man. They think it was a made-up name. So he came up with colours, but then he also came up with a wine style that was quite different. So back in the 70s, our wines were very hard, they were very tannic, they were a bit muscular, they were very astringent, and at the end of the day, most people said when they drank a glass of wine, that wine's a bit too dry for me. So he didn't want that. So we started making back then wines that were riper and juicier, but not sweet. We must stress that our wines are not sweet in sugar level, but yeah, they've got ripeness because they're from Australia. They have to be ripe.
Right.
But over the years, we refined that. We've had to refine that a little bit. We use less oak. We pick our fruit still ripe, but we try to manage it that it doesn't become too sickly. We don't want it to taste like a fortified wine, like port. So that's Blass. Now it's still big. It's #1 brand in Australia, which is the most important thing to us, and we've got a few here to try. So the first one is the Premium Selection Shiraz.
You pour me on that. I like that one.
You like that one? What do you like about it?
I like the fact that it's earthy. I think that it's honest to the grape. I think it's honest to the growing method. You can taste it. It's a wine that, is can be analyzed and changes quite a bit in the glass. I like the fact that you can drink it with or without food.
And it's not too jammy.
And it's not too jammy, which is great because a lot of Australian wines are almost too jammy and too aggressive. So this one is delicate yet significant.
Nice.
And they're just a step up from the yellow label.
Yeah, and that's right. And that's what we're trying to do with both these wines. So they come from South Australia, and so does Yellow Label. So at the end of the day, we use a certain grade of fruit, and we put some winemaking techniques in the Yellow Label. We want it to be extremely consistent. These are now a little bit unique, vintage to vintage. The Shiraz comes from Barossa, Langhorne Creek, and McLaren Vale. We want that richness, but we want it to be elegant. We talk about velvet sledgehammer, where our wines have a real impact, but then they're actually quite easy to drink. So you're right, Maria, that is very much a step up from Yellow Label, and the Cabernet, which we might go to next, is also obviously a step up from our famous Yellow Label Cabernet. So this is predominantly Langhorne Creek, which is a region in the southern part of South Australia, so it's right down south near the border of Victoria, and what makes it unique is it's next to the ocean, so it gets that cooling breeze. So think about the best regions in the world generally are near the coastline or high in altitude. Totally. So they ripen during the day, but they cool down during the night. So natural acid levels are high, but you're still getting the ripeness. So that's a benchmark Cabernet for us, but again, the tannins for us have to be soft. We don't want angular tannins.
They're definitely delicate, I find. They're for sure delicate. And it's true, like I find when it's by water, especially oceanside, you get some nice salt in the soil and good humidity. However, it's a little bit cool at the same time, not too hot. So it's it definitely gives some good...
Yep. And we don't sell these wines in Australia. They're unique to 3 markets only. Canada, Ireland, and then Southern Asia.
That's just these two.
Those two, yeah. Because Wolf always said, he had a philosophy that when you travelled from Australia in the 70s and you went to Canada or Ireland, countries that he loved going to, he wanted people to see a familiar name on the wine shelves that wasn't the wine they drank back in Australia. So it meant they still continued to drink Blass.
Yeah.
He was a pretty smart marketer.
Yeah, definitely.
We learned a lot from him. So The new wine here, Grey Label Shiraz, is a really special wine for us. It's won multiple trophies in Australia this year. It's the first time ever we've made a wine from Robe and Mount Benson. Again, two regions in the southern part of South Australia. And what's unique about this wine is that it's probably a little bit more elegant than a lot of our other Blass wines, but it's very powerful. It's still got enormous flavour. And it's a Shiraz Cabernet blend, won lots of awards, very limited production. I think we make about 2,000 cases of it. So there wouldn't be a lot here in Calgary, but certainly a wine that's very distinctive with some real white spice characters. What do you think? You like that?
Yep,
Yeah,
very
that
nice.
is a nice
Yeah.
one.
So that's the Grey Label, and then we should pay respect and have our most important wine, which is Black Label. This was first made in 1973, and it won the Ginny Watson Trophy,
It's got some nice colour on it, huh?
which is
That's what it is.
oh, you've got that already. Yeah, you've got a full glass of it.
She's been saving it.
You obviously like that one because that's your third glass. We made this in '73 and won the Ginny Watson Trophy, which is the equivalent of winning an Oscar. It won it again in '74 and again in '75. So 3 years in a row. It's like winning Best Actor, which is unheard of. We won it again in 1999. We have a saying at work that if you walk around working for Wolf Blass, you don't hand out your business card. Your business card is the next bottle of wine that you open. That's always my business card.
So what year is this one?
This is 2006.
You're going to put your name on it.
Yeah, you can put it on and sign it
So
for
how
it.
long can you keep this? This is one to keep?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just did the 35-year tasting of these wines. This is 15 to 20 years minimum. But this is now looking pretty good after 5 years on the screw cap, and all our wines are now on the screw cap for consistency of quality, not for any other reason, but for consistency of quality.
Okay, they're nice legs.
Well, and it's such a rich colour, like it's so deep, dark.
Yeah, it's a good blend too.
Yeah.
Cabernet length, Shiraz power, Malbec colour and tannin. Simple. It's a jigsaw puzzle. You play with 600 different parcels to get your final 60 to make your best possible wine. That's it. That's how we do it. It's a 3-month process from go to woe. And this is a famous wine. In Australia, it retails $120. It's cheaper here.
Well, it's $100 here, but I don't have any occasion to drink this, so that's why I'm enjoying it.
We
You want to save it.
we need to make more occasions for you.
Well, we have to grab another glass, so that this way you can save it. We'll just go on to the next one here.
Okay, so this is now platinum. So this is a Shiraz only, 100% Shiraz, 100% Barossa Valley, 100% French oak. So this is a blend of varieties and a blend of region. This is unashamedly our expression of what we think a Barossa Shiraz should be like. We've only been making it since 1998, and it's less than 1,000 cases. In Australia, it retails for $175. We explain this as the purity of Shiraz. This is what Barossa Shiraz should be about.
Those are my favorite wines. Barossa Shiraz.
Barossa Shiraz. So what did you think about the Barossa when you went there a few years back? What was the first thing you noticed?
It was just amazing, and we went there to harvest time, and the most thing I remember that the winemakers they were counting the days. Okay, is it gonna rain or not, or what? Okay, so. Oh, it's gonna rain now. Let's go out, and then everybody in the rain, in big raincoats, they were picking the grapes so it won't get rotten, So all over the vineyards there we went, and it's a giant, like it's huge everywhere. Vineyards as far as you can see. You go on the top of the hill, and you don't see anything but vineyards.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing.
It was pretty. And then the constant talk of pest control, aka kangaroo control.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yeah.
Did you see any kangaroos when you were there?
A couple. Well, it wasn't so bad. I mean,
Not many. We were actually taken to see the kangaroos, I think, from Rosemont, right in Hunter Valley.
I found them to be very friendly. They're very personable
They were
creatures.
very cute.
They are. They're very cute. They're very cuddly.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they're like a pest, like a rat. They're very personable. They come up to you, They like want to talk, say hi.
So can you dispel for everyone watching this that we don't have kangaroos down the main street of our cities?
Yes, that's true.
Right, because that's what
That's
everyone thinks.
That's true. And the koala bears you might see on the highway, but they look feral.
Yeah.
They're filthy, they're dirty, and they don't look fluffy and warm.
And are there spiders in every bed that you get into?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
good.
that's totally
That's
true.
what everyone thinks.
No.
Just like we think you guys live in igloos.
Igloos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you don't?
We've seen some lizards in our bedroom running up on the ceilings.
Oh, that's
you know.
alright. The lizards are fine.
So
That's Wolf
This one
Blass.
later was just like this one, you know.
So this is us, Wolf Blass. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for making the distance and coming to see us. So
No
cheers.
worries.
So
Cheers.
Huh?
Cheers. See you in Australia.